your loss. You know how many people, I get up here and then people leave and I find them months later methed out in an alley? Happens all the time. Happens all the time, man. They leave because they didn't have the joy of my art filling their spirit. And now they're murdering loved ones for shards of meth. And then I gotta drive by and go, you've no one to blame for yourself. Do you think that feels good for me? It doesn't. Right. So, anyway, I was thinking about Nazi Germany the other day, and I was thinking about like all the different people that they killed, because like what are the three big groups? It was like Jews and Gypsies, homosexuals, and people with Down syndrome, right? Those are the groups. I was just thinking the guys who had to round up the Down syndrome people. Probably the easiest job. Can we agree? I mean, did they get paid the same? That's not fair. Someone should sue them. You can't just have, that's a good government job with benefits. You can't just have people doing vastly different things getting paid the same. I don't remember this coming up in Nuremberg. Are we just gonna let them get away with it, you guys? Yeah, no. Exactly. Postmates is getting sued for this exact thing. I mean, not this exact thing, but the spirit. I mean, I saw Schindler's List. Like, if you're one of the Jew-catching guys, you've got to, like, go into the ghetto and, like, throw people out of windows, and you got to, like, do that 6 million times or whatever. It sounds like a pain in the ass. If you're one of the Down syndrome people, all you got to do is, like, leave a trail of candy going into an oven, like you're... like Hansel and Gretel. That's it. Fucking opened with that. I'm one of those dangerous comedians who just says things and then doesn't really have to answer for them in a meaningful way. A badass. What's up, dude? How's being all alone going for you? I don't know, man. I wish you had 2 hot women in the spaces where your arms are. Yeah, you're fun. You deserve it. Do you want to go sit with somebody, man? Like, life does not have to be this way. Like, there's love if you can reach out and grab it. All right, I'm done crowd working him. He didn't ask for that. Some people don't want to be crowd worked. They want to fade into the darkness and just giggle. Write your own jokes, Joe. Making a mockery of people. By the way, are any of you guys Canadian? You are? Oh, cool. Man, your prime minister did blackface, man. Like a bunch of times. Like at least 4 times. It's a lot. They asked Justin Trudeau how many times have you done blackface. He said, I don't remember. But like, there's 4 photographs, man. That's once a year for a whole presidency. That's too much. People are like, how could you do that? How could you do blackface multiple times? That's crazy. Why would you? But like, I get it, because like once you make the one mistake to do it, then you've bought the makeup. Right? And like, you're not gonna just not use the rest of the tube. You've got the tube. Like, dude, have you ever had to bullshit together a Halloween costume at the last second? Sometimes you just don't have any choices, man. I mean, maybe his girlfriend was like, Justin, let's go to a costume party. And I was like, oh, babe, I don't have anything to wear. I got that blackface makeup, though. It's wrong to do blackface, don't get me wrong, but it's super lame not to have a costume at a party. Like, who's kid who? It's gonna show up in your North Face jacket like a lamoid. I mean, nobody likes that. Also, it's Canada, so if like social media hasn't been invented yet, if your choices are definitely be lame at the costume party or maybe run into one of the 4 black people in Saskatchewan, I can see. I have empathy. Is all I'm saying. You gotta finish the tube. What, are you just gonna throw it away and then let it go to the ocean with the garbage patch? What if your blackface ends up on a little baby turtle face? And then no one saves him from choking on a straw because he's a racist baby turtle. He didn't ask for that. Or what if it ends up on a dolphin face, and now it's just a black-faced dolphin? You know how they like to jump around and play around? That's problematic. And next thing you know, SeaWorld is doing dolphin minstrel shows. They don't give a shit about anything, SeaWorld. You're just gonna let that happen? Because you're wasteful? Yeah, no. You're not. Hey man, look, I'm white, so my opinion on this is whatever, but I feel like if you're a public figure and you've made a really dumb mistake like that, I feel like we could maybe forgive you for the one time. And also for 4 or 5 more times, because you gotta finish the tube, right? But if you go buy a second tube, you're a fucking racist. You get out of here. Get out of office. You tube buying piece of shit. You don't buy 2 tubes. What is this, the Civil War? Get out of here. Yeah, man. He's a real 2-tuber, Justin Trudeau. Or Justin 2 Tubes. Yeah. It's a bad deal. It's not good. All because and I'll tell you why too. Because I didn't know this, but I just learned that Canada had slavery. I didn't know that, right? I mean, it's hard to picture, right? I just imagine a dude standing out in the field being like, "Do you suppose you can pick that?" Canadian slave master, y'all. He's polite. Hey man, why are we still doing laser tag? That's kind of a fucked up, fun thing in America in 2019, wouldn't you say? It's basically yoga for school shooters. I don't know why we have it. I don't think we ought to do it, you guys. Look, I'm not just busting balls. I've been to 2 birthday parties this year where the girlfriend is like, "Let's go to laser tag." You know what's a laser tag? There's a bunch of children there, and they're all fucking mad. It's chilling. I don't know why we have it. It's basically to help kids be better school shooters. I think Call of Duty is doing a fine job of that already. I don't know why we have this. Best case scenario, it's to help kids survive school shootings, but I don't think that's going to help because classrooms don't have neon in them. They're just going to get confused. Look, I don't know how to solve this crazy country of ours, but I can tell you this. We've got the wrong amount of laser tag. Gotta go one way or the other. I didn't hear any of the candidates mentioning this in the debate. They don't talk about the issues. You gotta Google Tulsi Gabbard if you want to hear the laser tag takes. Hey man, speaking of the debate, I don't know if you guys are watching that at all. I've been watching Pete Buttigieg just because he's the first gay presidential candidate ever. I mean, except for Abraham Lincoln, who was a giant queen, but he married that retarded lady to cover it up. But, that's neither here nor there. I don't know if I like Pete Buttigieg, man. I don't know if I do, and I'll tell you why. Because I've seen him and his husband, and frankly, they look like one of those gay couples that don't do anal. And that's a problem for me, everyone. Look, call me old-fashioned, but I think you should be able to take dick if you're gonna have your hands on the nuclear button, right? Right? Like, we live in a society of walls. They gotta be manned by men with guns, you know what I mean? Right? Guys, like, what if ISIS takes out President Pete's hands and he has to push the nuclear button with his asshole, but he can't because he's too skittish? What do we do then? Huh? What's the plan for that? Like the Joint Chiefs of Staff run into the Oval Office like, President Pete, we gotta launch a nuclear missile. Okay. I just want to cuddle. Fuck that. What are you gonna do when the nukes start flying? President Pete fucking 69 them? Not my president. Yeah. You guys are right to come out tonight. Comedy is very important. Comedians are the most important people in the world. We make 9/11 responders look like faggots with dust in their lungs. That's what we are. Let me do an impression of a bitch-ass 9/11 responder. The rumble's too heavy. I have cancer now. Yeah. Fucking bitch-ass 9/11 responders. Always coughing up a storm all the time. Comedians lift people out of depression. 9/11 responders can't even lift people out of wreckage. Yeah. Punk ass 9/11 responders. Don't even get me started on those fucking war veterans either. Bitch ass war veterans getting spooked by loud noises. You can't pop bubble wrap around them. Okay. No, I don't go there with every crowd. I try that with some crowds, and sometimes it's like just dropping a packet of bologna on the floor. There's nothing happens. You are all cackling away. You subversive bastards. What would Jon Stewart say if he saw you cackling away? He's up in Congress crying. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. All right, I'll leave you on this. I'm mad about that new Ariel. Do you guys know about this? Yeah, well, you might not know about the new Disney news because you're like growing straight. Look, okay, if you don't know, for the new Little Mermaid movie, they cast this young black girl to play Ariel. I'm not mad that they cast a young black girl. I'm mad that they cast a young girl. Last time I checked, young girls get to do all the fucking Disney princess shit they want. Now Disney is like, we want to cast people who haven't had opportunities to do shit. Last time I checked, young girls, every birthday party, every Halloween, they get to do Disney princess shit. I'm a grown gay man. I had to move out of South Dakota to LA before I got to do anything. Any kind of faggotry on that level. You think I got to dress like this in South Dakota? I didn't actually. I think Ariel should be played by a gay man in his 40s who's making up for lost time, or what the fuck are we even doing? Fucking Disney. We just want to cast underprivileged groups that might not have been opportunity. Last time I checked, young girls got to do all the faggy shit they want. And you need to be a princess? Bitch, I need to be a princess. Also, not for nothing, but Ariel is a girl who falls in love with a white guy and then never says anything. She should clearly be Asian. Why are we... Hey, I gotta get out of here. You guys have really been wonderful. Thank you so much.